Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped, back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're doing a how-to video on Heavenly Demon Doflamingo 2 without any supports for you guys to take down the 13-star event. Now, I am going through my sockets here. For this team, you do need poison sockets, as there is poison in this particular piece of content, and also having auto heal is very handy. But if you guys want to include some support, something like the free-to-play Shiryu on your pudding would actually be very, very nice here to actually get around the poison if you do. But that's the team. There are no supports. Let's dive on in. Now, in today's video, we are taking down Heavenly Demon 2, and I have had a lot of people that, whenever I do my showcase videos and stuff, always like, oh, there's Carrot on the team. Support Carrot makes this content a meme, and all that sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, like, I want to showcase legends in hard content, and Doffy 2 is a great place to do that because the actual content itself is actually fairly challenging. I do understand that Carrot makes it easy, but whenever I use Carrot, it's always in a way of no stalling. So, here we are, getting it done, doing a bit of a walkthrough for you guys, how to beat this particular piece of content for you newer players or some of you guys that are actually struggling with some older characters as well. Like, these characters aren't exactly the newest characters of the cream of the crop, but they are some very powerful characters. V1 Vivi Rebecca is an absolute weapon when it comes to this particular piece of content. She's very good. Verse Ace is a very good leader. And with a friend captain Straw Hat crew, preferably one that's Limit Break Expanded. Doesn't have to be Final Tap level 5, but Limit Break Expanded will definitely help. That way, you can actually get cooldowns and it'll work out quite nicely. On stage 3 is when the content starts to get a little bit challenging. We come up against Monet, and she binds all of our sailors for one turn after sockets. So make sure you have your bind sockets maxed as you saw at the start of the video. And that way you'll be able to take her out on the second turn thanks to the switchability of Vivi Rebecca and Barrier Pen from Uso Hachi and Verse Ace. Once you move into stage 4, you come up against Virgo, and against Virgo you cannot use an Orb Boost, but he has 2 turns of a Defense Up, which is fairly annoying because most characters that can remove Defense Up actually do an Orb Boost as well. Funny enough though, Vivi Rebecca is great for this particular stage because we can switch with them, get ourselves a 2.5 times Chain Lock, and then use their special to get a 2 times Color Affinity to Strikers and Cerebrals. But because we have Straw Hat Crew as our friend captain, we can actually make that into a rainbow buff. They also remove the defense up and it works out quite nicely. They're quite an old legend and I have run this with the expectation that you guys do not have Limit Break expansion on your Vivi Rebecca as well. Virgo does a big HP cut and also has a barrier, so make sure you are hitting with your characters that have pinch healing just to get a little bit of healing back. On this stage against Caesar, he gives us a full board of block orbs, so make sure you farmed up your versatility of Ace. That is fairly important, so that way you can get around the block orbs on this particular stage. He also gives you poison for 99 turns, so that's where the sockets come into play, and he also gives you 5 turns of special bind. So thank you, Mr. Buggy, to remove the special bind, as well as removing all of the paralysis whenever we get those like 1 turn of paralysis and stuff like that. Buggy's actually really, really good at actually getting around that because his Sailor just removes 1 turn of it. Ideally, you want to actually take 2 turns here against Caesar. With poison sockets, it allows you to tank the damage. And with your pinch healing and the switchability of Vivi Rebecca, you can actually tank the shots. But if you have a support to remove poison and Vivi Rebecca Limit Break Expanded, you can just take 1 turn here, take out Caesar, and then move on and be absolutely done with it. And you just be hunky-dory from there. Once Caesar dies, though, he does give you 2 turns of paralysis, which Buggy's going to remove thanks to his Sailor ability, as well as the preemptive moving into the next stage. Moving into the next stage, we come up against Pika. Against Pika, he puts up 2 turns of defense up once again and gives you chain coefficient reduction. If you don't leave this stage with a chain lock, he'll give you 99 turns of a 1.1 times chain lock, which is very, very annoying. So thank you, Vivi Rebecca, once again. We can use their switch ability to give us a chain lock, and then Usohachi can give us cooldowns and can give us defense up removal. Now, we are going to take 2 turns here against Pika because we do want the specials to come back for our Vivi Rebecca. So make sure that you do take 2 turns against Pika, but don't stress because Ace gives 2 turns of an Orb Boost. It makes it very easy here. Make sure you are switching with Vivi Rebecca every single turn. That way you can give yourself a nice chunky heal. We're also getting a lot of healing from our ship as well. I am using the Anniversary ship for this particular fight, but something like the Liberal Hind, the Aura Jackson, anything like that, the Nostra Costello V2, they're all very good ships that will give you healing. As long as that ship can give you healing, you will be in good stead. The Liberal Hind is the first one that actually comes to mind for me. On to the next stage, we come up against Treble and Sugar. Against Treble and Sugar, they give us 1 turn of paralysis. They slot bind our left column and give us a full board of Dex Orbs that they make unfavorable. Thank you to the switchability of the Straw Hat Crew, we can get around the slot binds. And then we can use their special to give ourselves 2 turns of an attack, color affinity, and chain boost, as well as an orb boost. With pudding now, we can use our pudding special to stockpile the color affinity. Because he can't use a color affinity buff on the final stage, Pudding's really good here, because not only does she give cooldowns, but she can actually stockpile that color affinity to allow us to gain that on the final stage. With the switchability of Vivi Rebecca giving us some chain locking shenanigans, as well as a heal, it works very nicely. Ideally, you just want to take out Sugar on the first turn, just with 3 units, as you guys saw there. And then on the next turn, we can take out Treble. Treble gives us a full board of Dex Orbs once again, and he still makes them unfavorable, which is very annoying. But nevertheless, we can easily take him out because we have 2 turns of an attack, orb, and chain boost. Thank you to the Straw Hat crew. Once we move into stage 8, we come up against Mark Vice, Senior Pink, and Gladius. Now, if you kill Senior Pink, he's actually going to give you a friend captain cooldowns. So it works very nicely here, as the Straw Hat crew has a very high cooldown. They have 5 turns of damage reduction, and they do a bunch of damage on entry, as well as give you 1 turn of paralysis. Now, ideally on the first turn here, we want to actually take out Mark Vice, and we want to take out Senior Pink. And as you can see, we just get our Vivi Rebecca special back with 1 turn to spare. I actually went into this with the assumption that you guys don't have Limit Break Expended Vivi Rebecca, so I ran it like you wouldn't have V1 Vivi, Limit Break Expended V1 Vivi Rebecca. So with that, we take out the stage easy peasy. If you have Vivi Rebecca Limit Break Expanded, you don't need to take the extra turn on the Caesar stage. That'll work absolutely fine, just killing him in 1 easy blow. Once you kill the front 2 units, you will get some cooldowns on your Straw Hat crew, and then we're basically just going to hang around on this Mark Vice stage. Now remember, Vivi Rebecca don't actually get buffed under Ace, this captain ability, when they're in their dual form. So if you hit perfects with them, you actually have pinch healing. Same with Usahachi, he has pinch healing as well. And Usahachi is one of those really good characters that actually gets given out with the Chopper Man mission rewards in the gold tickets, and lots of people would have accumulated him just from those rewards as a newer player. So you should have your Usahachi at pinch healing level 5, and that way you can actually just get back a lot of HP here. Once Gladius says, I'm going to blow you away, or I'm going to end this, or he says something like that, I guess we'll find out now, right? I'm going to clean this up. This is where we're actually going to move on. Switch into the Dex variation of the Straw Hat crew, that amazing super switch, just so beautiful. Switch into their Dex form, so that way you have type advantage, and then with the switchability of Vivi Rebecca, you can give yourself a 2.5 times chain lock, and that way you'll just be in really, really good stead here to actually just take out Gladius, no issues whatsoever. Remember, you can hit with pinch healing, switch with Vivi Rebecca to get more healing shenanigans, and then you can easily take him out, no issues whatsoever. Once we move into the next stage, we come up against Diamante. Now against Diamante, he doesn't have full immunity, but he does do end of turn damage, so you do want a bit of HP coming into this stage. You don't need heaps, but you need at least 7,000. He gives us 5 turns of special bind, which Buggy can remove. We're going to use our Ace special here. Ace is going to give us a orb boost for 2 turns, and then with the versatility of Ace as well, we can get a 2 times conditional boost. We don't really need all this damage, but we're not going to be able to use Verse Ace on the final stage anyway. I mean, you definitely can, just to have the extra damage in terms of killing, but just with the Ace special and the Vivi Rebecca special, you should have plenty of damage here to take him out, as we only, we kill with literally 3 shots. So if you want to, you can save the versatility for this particular stage, but you won't actually get the conditional buff because of the Straw Hat crew special. But you will get that end of turn burn damage if you need it, but it's still playing with a little bit of fire there, no pun intended. On the final stage against the 2 Doflamingos, they have 2 turns of defense up once again. They give you a full board of block orbs, and it gets very, very annoying. You want to make sure you use Pudding special first, that way you get color affinity here. Because there is a color affinity interrupt. We're going to use the Usahachi special. Usahachi can remove the defense up and give us cooldowns. Very important that we have Usahachi, because he can give us cooldowns as well. With that, we just get the cooldowns for our Straw Hat crew friend captain to activate their amazing special. This is what I mean. You really want to make sure you have a Limit Break expanded Straw Hat crew friend captain to make sure that you guys get this done. If you guys need Limit Break expanded friend captain Straw Hat crews, head over to the Discord, which will be in the link in the description. Make sure to go over there, find some people that have the Straw Hat crew. We have lots of people in the Discord that will happily put them up. A lot of people that will actually have them running up. So if you need a friend captain, Limit Break expanded Straw Hat crew, you know where to find it. Head over to the Discord. There's plenty of helpful people there. With that, we have 2 turns of a 2 times attack boost, a 2 times orb boost, a chain lock with Vivi Rebecca, and we have color affinity as well. We have a bunch of strength units, so we're going to be able to do a lot of damage. Plus, we have the final tap of last tap or final tap Straw Hat crew, which means we're going to do a lot of damage here. Not that we need level 5, but having level 5 means you can do something like this. Absolutely bananas damage. So there you guys go. That was no supports, how to Doffy 2. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to go down there and belt the like button for me if you're new to the channel. Hit that big red subscribe button too. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.